What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai, live from Jam Arena. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and Warriors. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's matchup between the Cyclones and Warriors. Getting right into it here with Division II doubles. That'll bring out Jairo and Manu, and Alex and Manny. See the two teams kicking off the action here on this Wednesday. Stu, how you doing?
Fine. Thanks for asking. There's the serve by Jairo. We begin. Manu in the corner. Here's the backhand. Rotate forehand is up. Jairo steps in. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. First point for Jairo and Manu.
A big right side there for Jairo to get the scoring started. Just shoots a cortada early and just comes up on Alex so quick. You know, Jairo and Manu, they've only played 2 matches, which is, you know, the fewest of any doubles team in all Battle Court. They played on the opening night back on February 11th, and then their second match was on February 18th. So it's been, you know, almost a full month since we've seen this team last in action. Jairo's had a little bit of a long layoff. Manu's been playing great, but just not with this team.
Here's the catch by Penny from the backcourt. Manu down low, backhand from the 8 line. Robote. Manu moves to the back wall. Backhand to the corner. Manny's there. Jairo reaching out with that forehand, sends it back, passes. Alex at the side wall going for that other kind of rebote. 2 points for Jairo Manu.
Yeah,
So that does count, and we've seen it thrown before with some degree of success. That one was not successful.
No, and you typically see that when the ball is so close to the side wall that they really can't do anything with the rebote. So we got to give the credit to Jairo there. Perfect forehand, high off the back wall, right on a line to the side wall.
No, he lined it up beautifully. He really did. Here's the backhand by Manny. Manny's looking for the rebote. He makes the save.
Barely in. Watch out. Oh,
Alex
my, what a
winding
catch.
up. Jairo gets in there, stops on the left side. Up the wall it goes. Manny's there. Big backhand by Manu. Powerful backhand thrown by Manu, wall to wall. Alex, forehand rebote. Floats it back, crosses the wall, it scores. Alex and Manny, the Warriors on the board here with the point. Alex serves.
Well, then Alex puts that right side rebote right back along the wall. You know, it's players of every level we've seen struggle as they get into the side wall to try to make those catches. And even for Manu, trips him up there early on.
Cortada serve by Alex is stopped by Manu. Alex calls for the rebote, plays a 2-all to the forehand of Jairo, who returns a cortada that scores 3 points for Jairo and Manu. Jairo serves.
And when you think of Jairo and Manu, you think about just the defensive game of these two players. I mean, Jairo not really known for his shot making as much as some other front quarters, but what he lacks there, he makes up for with his athleticism and his defense and the way he defends the outside. I mean,
And
this
a punishing
season,
right side. I mean, it's not a
Especially.
shot, but it becomes like a shot because he scores so many points off of
right,
it.
the cortada's effective. I mean, this year, Jairo and Manu have won 11 points off of winners. They've only given up 3. And it shows you that, look, Jairo's not going to give you anything to the outside, and Alex knows that.
Manny from the forehand at the 8 line. Manu's there. Here's the backhand. Manny at the side wall. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Alex to the inside. Manny again. What a catch by Jairo. He blasts it back, and Manny's there at the 10 line to make the play. Manny over the top. What a beautiful backhand thrown by Manu, wall to wall. Manu again, this time from the 10 line. Manu on the hop. Straight back. Manny's there. Manny on the right side. Side arm. Crossing the wall. That will score. 2 points for Alex and Manny of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Rebote really died when it hit the back wall, and what we've seen is, you know, as the ball gets played a little bit more, the rebote is going to die more frequently. Yeah, when it's just a fresh one, tends to come out even more. That's probably where Manu was positioned.
Cortada serve with a light touch by Alex is picked up by Manu. Manu.
Oh.
That ball came off the wall. A little bit more of an angle than Manu was expecting. Rebote by Alex. Up the middle, Manu is there. Straight back. Manny to the inside. Rebote forehand. Alex to the backcourt. From the 9 line over the top. Powerful forehand, a rebote by Alex. Alex again to the inside. Manu takes it in the air. Manny now takes it in the air. Backhand from the 9. That's high and hard to the back wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Jairo.
What a grab.
Rebote left side. Alex has that on the right side. Cortada. What a catch by Jairo. That was actually a really well thrown Cortada.
It's just better defense. The Cyclones are on.
Catch by Manny at the 7 line on the right side. Manu moves in. Here's the backhand. Manu on the bounce. Backhand from the 7. Head to the corner. Manny stops it. Oh, this one on the wall the whole way. Rebote forehand saved by Jairo. Alex gets out there, takes it on the bounce. Cortada stopped again by Jairo. Rebote forehand over the top. Jairo's got it. Ball tipped. 4 points for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
Yeah, and we really have a good view of this sidewall when these balls cross. I mean, that time Manny had it lined up, made a slight adjustment, and then in the end, that's the difference between a catch and not. But really this season, Manny's been the bright spot for this Warriors team in the backcourt. We talked about catch rates are down for, you know, just on the whole, about a couple percentage points lower, but Manny's actually risen his catch rate. Last year was 94%. This year he's right around 95.5. So one of the few players to achieve that out here, and shows you just how well he's playing.
It might be something with this shade of green.
He is a big fan of it. He's been talking about that.
He's got a lot of experience on all of this court right up here to the back wall.
Yes, he does.
Here's Manny on the backhand from the 9 line. Alex up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Wall to wall from the left side. I really don't mean to try to rhyme like that, but I'll take it.
It works.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Manny takes it in the air at the back wall. Manu at the back wall. Big backhand taken on the right side of Manny. Jairo advances. That's a difficult catch at the wall and low.
It was low on the wall and left side, which Jairo struggled with this year. Look at Manu going up there.
Rebote forehand, low and hard. Manu's on it.
Rebote, huh?
It was a little high for court. I mean, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying, based on what Alex, if it was lower, I mean, that was like 3 feet up. Here's the backhand by Manny. Rotate by Alex. Split placement with a light touch. Manu's there. Picada by Manu. Clip the side wall. See, when it touches the side wall when you're throwing picada, that takes just.
I was just going to say.
That's the difference between a successful picada and a over the top that someone can catch. Look at this ball along the wall, straight to the left side of Manu. You could see it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Jairo takes it in the air.
Oh, my. Picked that one off right at the apex. He got way up there.
Sidearm carom does not open up. Robote is high. Alex makes the catch. Powerful three-wall play. Lands in. Red by Jairo. Put back in and scoring. 5 points and a possible set point for Jairo and Manu.
I mean, what a hard...
I got to tell you something. I very rarely disagree with Alex. Very rarely disagree with Alex. But in this case, he was asking for Manny to talk to him more, and it's like his shots have been going in the middle of the court. The cortadas have been going a foot above the... I mean, he just hasn't been making it happen. It's see that business with you need to tell... It's...
You know, yeah, he's got a golden opportunity.
That's not on Manny.
No, he's got it on his right side, and, you know, Jairo saves Robote and scores on the next throw. I mean, how often do you see that? Less than, you know, a quarter of the time, statistically. So, I mean, that's one that you just have to convert, and really not on the back quarter at all.
No, 100%. Jairo on the catch. Here's the backhand. Manu to the outside on the forehand. Cortada scores. Point and set to Jairo and Manu. 2 minutes will go on the board. We'll come out, play our next set.
Yeah, and it's more the general concept of communicating too, and I think maybe that's what Alex was kind of referring to, is just talk a little bit more. But in that specific case, yeah, maybe not. But how about that cortada? I mean, is that the surf line? I mean, 9 line to the outside, sent it just above the pad, and Manny had no chance to get to that one.
There's that great big open space there that we talk about on the inside. You know, it's you know, so the service box here. Right, or sorry, the serving box. You know, I actually did those lines myself.
Okay.
At like midnight or something like that. And so that box where you have to bounce the ball. And so I was thinking about putting a big no man's land box out there, but I don't think anyone would like that.
No.
Throw the ball here to score.
Right here. This is the spot.
Yeah,
this
just
is
put the ball
treasure.
here. It'll be good.
Well, look at the Cyclones there. Jairo and Inaki next to him. Inaki coming out for, what is it, just one match tonight, actually. Inaki coming out next alongside Unda against Douglas and Bueno. Let's give you the rest of that slate. Match 3, Jed and Bradley against Bueno and Correa. Then match 4, first of 2 singles, Unda against Carballo. Carballo subbing for Cabrera, who is out in that singles match. Then Division 1 singles will follow. That'll be Manu against Douglas. And then Division 4 doubles to close out the game day. That's Jairo and Bradley against Alex and Bueno. Those will be the 6 matches in order tonight.
Did you finish the first set? And Unda?
I did. What a matchup, huh?
Oh my! Has Unda seen any of the tape of Carballo?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so, but he's he's a big Jai-Alai fan. I'm sure he's maybe watched before and maybe seen a match or two, but Benetrix, I think he described it pretty well.
Yes. Yeah, he did the other day. That was a really good description.
He's just a monster? Is that what he's? This guy's just a monster. I mean, physically and, yeah, throws the ball hard and tough guy to play against. Carballo coming up.
Unda, who throws every ball over on the right side like it's the last ball he's ever going to throw.
Yeah, that may be the match to test out the earplugs for the first time.
That's just kind of an interesting combination of energy and power. We are ready to begin our second set. Alex has to serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, Jairo and Manu 1-1 this year. Alex and Manny 1-4. So they've already played half their season, and after today will be more than half. But, man, they've had some close losses. I mean, their one win came against Iturbide and Amigarena. Went down to 6-5 in the third set. They won that one. And then 3 of their other 4 matches, they lost, and it was, no more decisive than 6-4 in a third set. So this is a team that's played a lot of competitive matches, and just because they lost set 1 doesn't mean this match is over. It's usually when they pick it up.
Robote comes to the left side of Alex. Looks to get the big bounce. He does. Manu stops it on the forehand. Alex playing deep at the 8 line. Manny goes into the corner, comes out on the left side. High scoop on the left side of Manu. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Alex is there. Sends it high. Another powerful backhand by Manu. Manny, great catch at the sidewall. Manny now from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Manu is there. That ball hit too high. Out of play. First point. Second set goes to Alex and Manny at the Warriors.
For a guy that throws, I mean, over 90% of his rebotes on the right side, Jairo's done a pretty good job of clearing that overhead screen all season, but you lack a little bit of control. That escapes. It's going to kick up and out of play. I mean, we've seen it through the first month. It wasn't really predictable at first, but now these guys are starting to figure it out.
Man on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10. Robote forehand thrown powerfully by Alex. Manu is there. Jairo cuts that off in the air. Backhand to Manny. He's got that at the back wall. Jairo steps in. Backhand from the 6. Powerful backhand by Manu again. Manny at the side wall.
Oh, man.
That ball
out of space.
hitting the back wall and the cesta at the same time. Manny ran out of space. 1-1, Jairo serves.
So tough on these backcourts. I mean, he feels where he is on the court. He knows the back wall is there. He just doesn't recognize really how close he is. And then the contact pops the ball out. And very difficult for these backcourts, especially in high-level matches. I mean, Manny playing more than 50% of the balls. Manu even closer to 60% in this group. They do a lot of work and not a lot of love back there, just catching and throwing over and over.
Manu takes that off the side wall on the left side. Manny to the inside. Robote forehand. Robote forehand by Alex. Big backhand by Manny. Manu is there.
Tough catch, too. Ooh.
Manu on the backhand, wall-to-wall, plays it high. Alex looking for a rebote. Left side to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Manu.
It's amazing how conservative Alex has been to start off this second set. This is a guy who leads the league in shot attempts, and he's second in scores, but hasn't had the opportunity to throw anything, really. And there's a cortada finally, but Jairo's on it.
Manny now from the 9 line. Little clip. Puts it on the forehand of Manu. Manu sends it high. Manny makes the catch. Manu to the outside. Powerful forehand. Crossing. Manny saves the rebote. That's inside. Dropping. Jairo gets there. Alex makes the save. Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Manu at the side wall behind the 9. Forehand rebote by Alex. Puts it on the forehand of Jairo. Low and hard by Jairo. Stopped by Alex. Scooped by Manu. Ruled to have been tipped before the rebote was thrown. 2 points for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
Another marathon of a point there, and Manu thought it was a clean miss front ways, but judge ruled that he tipped that ball as it came into the backcourt. And Manu's saying, I mean, he doesn't usually miss by that much, but he's pretty confident that he didn't touch it. But not going to change the result. 2-1 lead here for the Warriors.
I thought he was miming the "I'm trapped in a box" thing. I thought
that could have been. I could have totally misread that.
I think you may have.
I have a habit of doing that.
He's a big fan of Marcel Marceau, so, you know. Here's the backhand by Manny. That name means nothing to you, right?
But I have an image in my head. I think that's what you, yeah.
Powerful forehand by Manny. Catch by Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu, right to the corner, out to the rebote. Low and hard to the inside. Jairo's there. Rebote left side. Alex makes the save. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Sends it back. Rebote saved by Manny.
Turn that quick.
Cortada stopped by Alex. Here's the backhand. Right to the left side of Manu.
And just every one of these shot attempts from Jairo has been to the inside part of the court. I mean, this is how they play without a lot of risk and usually works out for the Cyclones.
Ball missed in the backcourt. 2-2. Jairo serves.
Boy, and again, after another long rally, it just comes down to one miss in the backcourt by Manny against Manu. You know, we said Manny's improved this year, but if you look at him compared to Manu, I mean, that's a battle you got to give to Manu all day long. I mean, they're ranked 2 spots differently. Manny's a 3, Manu is a 1 for his team. So, look, Cyclones are playing the percentages. Don't care how long these rallies go. They're just going to catch one more ball than their opponent. Led them to an 8-2 record last year, which was the tops in Division II doubles. So, really no reason to change it up when you've had success.
There's the backhand by Manning. Ball to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Manny on the catch in the air at the 10. Manu pulls that off the wall. Here's the backhand. Manu to the inside. Off the back wall, out to the rebote. Alex puts it midcourt. Manu maneuvering around Manny. I had to think about that one before I said it, actually. Here's backhand by Manu. Seriously, that was there were too many M's.
Hey, all on you now.
Powerful backhand, straight to the back wall. Alex plays a hard rebote. Manu catches it low, sends it back. Manny's there. Manny now from the 9 line.
Ew.
Outside placement, not outside enough. That ball drops and scores. 3 points for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
See, like that's the type of throw I'd like to see Jairo just do a little more with it. You know, he throws the forehand high. Manny catches it in the air, and then within 2 throws, they end up losing that point where they had such a big advantage with Jairo up in the front court on the right side. You know, look, sometimes it's going to bite you, but they're willing to stick to this game plan and just try to outlast them. But that's also the recipe for how teams pull off upsets. You have a really good team that doesn't do a whole lot and just stands there and catch, and especially on this court, which is a little more penalizing. I mean, you can get some bounces, and next thing you know, you're down a few, and it's hard to get back in the match.
You're absolutely right, Andrew. You've adjusted to this court well. Announcing this. You know what I mean. You get the
from used to, you know, all those training sessions.
Drop shot.
Oh, he got up there.
Jairo saved it. Alex has it. Drop shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jairo stopped that one too. Here's the backhand. Big backhand by Manny. Rebote to the inside. Jairo's there. Alex on the catch. Cortada. That one scores. 4 points for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
And this is what Alex has to do, you know. Truthfully, I don't think they're going to win this battle of catch one more ball than your opponent. So you've got Alex up there. He's a shot maker. He's got to do his thing. Starting to open it up here. You saw a few shots in a row. Put some pressure on the defense. And, hey, a couple points, too.
Manu makes the save. Here he is back at the 9 line. Cortada rebote hits the pad, and the pad is bad. Jairo Manu get a 3rd point.
Yeah, he's been going for that lower rebote. I mean, really all day. I mean, slapping that one, trying to get it just above the pad. You know, that contact with the sidewall, too, killed just a little bit of the speed, but I can't fault the attempt. You know, you either have to be aggressive or you just have to play defensively. And in this case, the Warriors have their foot on the gas. They got to go for it, so you can't fault it at all when it doesn't work.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand. Manny takes that on the bounce. Powerful forehand by Manu. High and hard at the front wall. Manu down low. Here's the backhand. Ball to wall from the left side. Alex fires it mid-wall. Tough play for Manu. He makes the save. Alex, again from the right side. Low and hard. What a catch. Beautiful stop by Jairo. Manu advances, makes the catch. Alex is looking for it. He's got the rebote, little clip. Jairo will take that on the bounce. Low and hard, caught by Alex. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Alex looking for that forehand rebote, sends it right back to the 8 line. Manu is there. That ball is dropping. Alex makes the save. Jairo attacks, has it on the right side, fires it back. Manny's there.
Right to him. I mean, didn't even have to move and caught it right in the air.
Hence the importance of getting it back to that side wall. You know, Alex was a bit more defensive on that one. Here's the backhand by Manu. Rebote coming out. Powerful backhand by Jairo. Manny's there.
Mistimed the jump, still got it.
Alex comes cross court to make the play. Alex has it midcourt on the right side. Outside placement. Got him. 5 points for Alex and Manny. Possible set point.
Well, the highlight version of an ankle breaker on this shot. Look at this. Jairo thinks he's going inside. Nope, outside placement, and then up, trying to get back in, just stumbles. Love that shot from Alex, because what has he done? He's thrown about 30 cortadas in a row to the inside. He finally switches it up, but he doesn't show it till the last instant. No tells at all. Great fake, good execution, and now a chance to force a third set.
There's the backhand by Manu. Manny from the 10 line. Rebote from the forehand of Alex. Alex calls for the rebote, plays it up from the right side. Jairo takes it in the air. From the forehand, looking to pass, and that scores 4 points for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Still possible set point for the Warriors.
We always talk about the difficulty of catching those low balls too, but also ones that are coming high above your head. I mean, you just don't have a great look at it, but we've seen Manny now miss a few of those. And again, it's kind of the same difficulty with control.
Especially as you start running out of space with that back wall coming up. Because as we saw before, I mean, you've practiced. You know that when the ball comes into the cesta, you need to have some give. Well, if your only give is against the back wall, which is pretty hard, there's no give.
If you're chopping and moving that basket forward, it's just going to hit and pop right back out for the most part.
Hard serve by Jairo. Fault. Under serve. Second serve must be good.
He was close. Jairo not one to hold anything back on the second serve either. One of the most reliable on the roster too. So look, don't expect Alex to try to pick this one. It's probably not going to be there, but sometimes Alex demands the ball in that service box.
I can think of a few people in the building that if someone's going to go for the serve, he's on that list.
Yeah. Just fires
Not
it
that
in there.
one.
No, he just kept up the speed. That's crazy.
Beautiful serve. Here's the backhand by Manu. That ball is tipped in the corner. We're at 5-5 in the second set, so it is possible. Match point for Jairo and Manu. Possible set point for Alex and Manny.
Yeah, I mean, last two misses, I mean, technically on Manny because he missed them both, but that ball was tight to the side wall. He was beyond the 10 line. That is a low percentage catch. Just great offense by the Cyclones, trapping him there.
Manny on the catch. Here's the backhand. Manu's there. Manu powerfully. Head of the corner. Alex forehand rebote. Jairo makes the catch. Jairo from the right side. Alex now on the right side. Big right side by Alex. Manu picks it up. Blasts the backhand to the inside. Alex is there. Manu now from the 9 line to the inside. Big backhand. Manny makes the catch. Manu at the 10 line. Back to the inside. Alex is there. Powerful backhand now by Jairo. Manny makes the catch at the 10. Alex all the way behind the 9 line. Backhand. Manu at the back wall. Alex again, this time at the 9. Backhand to the inside on the wall. What a catch by Manu.
That is so difficult. And he made it look easy.
Big backhand. Robote coming out to the inside. Alex rifles this one. Alex calling for the Robote. Plays it from the right side. Jairo picks it up on the bounce. Launches this forehand wall to wall. Floating it to side wall. Alex makes the save. Dropping. Manu stops it. Backhand. Headed for the corner. Alex was calling for that one. Manny stopped it. Robote forehand. Jairo makes the catch. Manny from the right side.
Oh, beautiful control.
Jairo was calling for it. Manu says, nah, I got this one. Big right side by Manny. Manu advances. Backhand. To the back wall. Manny's got it.
Can't imagine you're going to see a shot from Jairo at 5'5", but if anyone, it's going to be Alex for the Warriors. Even these right sides that Jairo's got, and it's just pass into the corner and hope they drop it.
Alex calling for the Robote forehand. Robote played back. Manu takes it in the air. Backhand. Robote back out. Alex is there. Big right side. Caught by Manu. Manu has this on the forehand. Light touch. Alex reads it, follows it, stops it. Backhand. Manu's there. Backhand from the 10. Manu will keep it on the backhand. Manny down low. Forehand from the 9. That's dropping. Jairo makes the save. Alex has it on the forehand. Cortada. Jairo steps up in front of it. Great catch. Here's the backhand. Alex looking for that big bounce. Manu says no, stops it. Here's the backhand. Jairo on the catch. Backhand from the 6. Head to the corner. Alex looking for the Robote. Makes the save.
Miscommunication.
Oh my. That is point and set for Alex and Manny. We're moving on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
6-5, Alex and Manny prevail in that second set. We got a third one coming up here. Just about 2 minutes. Boy, in the end, those last 3 points, Cyclones got 2 of them quickly, and then another marathon there at 5-5. Just a catch and throw battle that the Warriors won. Big props to Alex, too. I mean, his energy and his pace and how he sets it every match he plays is just extraordinary. I mean, these guys, even after a second set, are gassed, and these top-level players do it. I mean, they play so hard for so long. I mean, they've been out there. Look at the time here. It's 3:43, and they've only played 2 sets. I mean, that's a lot of game time, Stu, for these guys, and they're working hard. Tough that, you know, I always say tough that one of these teams has to lose, but really, after working so hard and being out there for so long, that kind of do feel that way.
No, absolutely. I mean, you know, just from the aerobic workout, you know, it clearly favors, you know, Alex's, what, 23? Something like that?
Yeah, around young 20s, mid-20s, yeah.
And Manny is, you know, pushing it. But knowing Manny, as long as I've known him, as long as you've known him, you know, there is no challenge that you can give Manny that he will not accept. I mean, not like risky stuff like, you know, walk along the edge of this bridge or some crap like that. You know, just like real ones. And there's, as far as like working hard, Manny just, no, he's gonna take it to him every time.
Just an intense match, and there he is, backcourt for the Warriors, playing really well this whole year. You know, pretty consistent on both sides. His backhand catch rate is, you know, closer to 96%, right side closer to 94.5%, but that all adds up to an improved catch rate out here at Jam Arena, and there's not many players that can say that. From the fall 25 season here to the spring 26. But one more set to decide it. First one to 6 will take this match. We said for Alex and Manny, they've played a bunch of these tough 3-setters. They've lost.
I don't know what Inaki said, but you know it was
Had
really
to be funny,
fun.
right?
No,
They've
real
lost.
funny.
Alex and Manny have lost 3 of the 4 matches that have gone to a 3rd set. Their 3 losses have all been 6-4, and their 1 win was 6-5 in a 3rd set. So expect this one to be close the whole way through. 3rd set just about ready to begin.
We're ready to begin our 3rd and final set of our first match. Haro serves.
Judges are definitely ready.
I've heard,
I heard
that was a louder whistle than I heard on that juggle yesterday.
You remember what happened yesterday? That does impress me about you. It's like
I can't remember much from yesterday, but
Did
that juggling, it was such a faint whistle.
Did this happen yesterday, or was this in like 1998? There was this great play where the ball bounced and the guy stopped it on the wood. I can't remember if it was yesterday.
In a few years, that's what I'll be saying. Remember when Gosheri did this? And that was 10 years ago.
Well, it's happening, Andrew.
Yeah.
Click. You know, evil finger pyramid, whatever it's called.
Season 9 of Battle Court here, and play 2 seasons a year. It's been a while, Stu.
Time to begin our 3rd and final set. The first team to reach 6 points will win this match. Hiro serves, we begin. Backhand by Manny, he's looking to pass, he does. Here's Hiro, there's the rebote. Alex on the catch. Big right side by Alex, goes wall to wall, rebote coming out. Rebote by Hiro to the inside, Manny's there. Manny from the 8 line over the top. Hiro with a tip ball. Alex and Manny of the Warriors first up on the board, our 3rd set.
Early unforced error for the Cyclones, but again, that's not going to deter this team and not going to change anything up. Hiro was trying to attack, just a tip ball, and he'll be right back in it.
Manu on the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote up the middle, scooped up on the forehand of Manu. Rebote saved by Hiro. Alex, a lot of court, goes for the cortada. Oh, what a catch by Manu.
What an
The
attempt.
outside placement lands just wide. 2 points for Alex and Manny. Manu is very consistent with that. If I'm going to run up and catch this, I'm doing something with it.
And look, there was space there. Just pushed it a couple inches wide. That was close.
Pika serve to the inside. Manu makes sure Manny is clear. Puts it back in the corner. Here's Manny. Rebote forehand by Alex. Alex looking for the rebote. Got it on the left side. Looks to get that big bounce. Manu brings it down at the 7. That's on the wall. Alex makes the save. Alex calls for the rebote. Costado rebote to the inside. Big bounce goes up. Brought down by Manu. Rotate left side. Little clip on the side wall. Manu is there. Ball tipped. 3rd point for Alex and Manny. Alex serves.
I mean, that's tough. 2 of the 3 points, Hiro's just missed tipping the ball up there in the front court to begin this 3rd set. Not often you see that, but now, I mean, Warriors already halfway home to taking this match. And when you don't throw a lot of shots, it puts an extreme amount of pressure on your backcourt. I mean, when Manu was alone here in the backcourt, the Cyclones never even made the playoffs in the 16 battle court format. Hairo's just got to do a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball here.
Excellent catch by Manny. Backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Rebote on the wall. Alex makes the save. Jairo moves in. He's got it way up in the front court. Low and hard. Caught beautifully by Alex. Big
Right
backhand by Alex.
Right back to square one. It was a great opportunity for Jairo, but Alex with the defense.
Manny takes that low on the left side. Backhand to the inside. Manu to the backcourt to make the play. 2-all Rebote. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo Manu on the board with a point. Jairo serves.
Boy, the 2-all this season has been very penalizing when it doesn't score. I mean, over 43% of the time when that doesn't score, the opponent kills it on the next throw, and that's what you see here with Jairo. Hasn't had a ton of success with the cortada, but that one a little more angle, crossed the sidewall sharply, and it dropped low.
That's an interesting statistic because
Very interesting.
It's one of the things that I've been talking about, the dangers of throwing a 2-all.
It's the most penalizing of any of the shots. I mean, 43.8% time you lose the point if you throw a bad 2-all. The other shots are like the upper 20s, cortadas, dejadas, filo, all in the upper 20s, so it's very penalizing.
So the inside of the court's becoming more very interesting.
Way more, yeah.
Here's the catch by Manny. Comes over the top.
But in this match, we've seen a lot of cortadas, and, you know, as he said, the point continues about 60% of the time, 70% of the time, and that's what we're seeing live, maybe even more.
Here's Jairo on the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Manny from the 10 line. Rebote for Jairo. Plays it from the left side, looking for that big bounce. Stays on the wall. Manny makes the play. Rebote forehand by Alex. Cortada scores. A 4th point for Alex and Manny. Alex has the serve. The reason why I was tentative announcing that was that's pretty high for Cortada. I mean, that was like, you know, significantly above the pad.
Sure.
And I was a little surprised that Jairo missed it, actually.
No, I mean, it really was. I mean, that's one that was coming right to him. He seemingly had it lined up, and again, add another one. 3 of the 4 points just misses up there from Jairo now.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Powerfully to the corner, out to the rebote at the sidewall. Tough play by Alex.
Gotta kill
Here's
this.
Jairo. Low and hard. What a snag by Alex. Big backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Caught on the forehand of Alex. Alex powerfully from the right side. Rebote coming out. Jairo's there. Manuel keep it on the forehand. Pika. Cut off in the air, but not held on to. 5 points. Possible match point for Alex and Manny. The composition of this set has just been so different than the first 2 sets.
No, a lot of quick points, too, and, you know, it's got to be frustrating for Jairo. How many attempts has he had with that right side, and Alex has just been everywhere.
There's the backhand by Manu. To the corner, and Manny's there. Cortada. That is stopped before the second bounce by Alex. Beautiful catch. Catch by Jairo. Jairo faked the 2-all. Put it inside and scores. A second point for Jairo Manu. Jairo serves.
Yeah, finally gets one by the Warriors there. It's the fake carom, which draws Alex to the outside a little bit. Manny kind of stays back. That subtle fake, the difference between another, a point for the Cyclones and continuing that rally.
I'm not sure if the opponents were like a little like faked out or just shocked.
Right, and again, think about how hard the Cyclones had to work for that point. You never see Jairo have to fake a carom and drop it inside, and he has to do that here late in the third set. It shows you how good the defense has been for the opponents. Oh,
Manny down low, gets it before the second bounce. Here's Manu. Backhand. Powerful backhand. Rebote left side, behind the back. Scoop by Manny. Manu at the sidewall with a tip ball. Point, set, and match for Alex and Manny of the Warriors, taking it 6-2 in the third set.
Alex and Manny, what a match. So take a look at that last replay. Great save by Alex. Blind rebote. Beautiful. Warriors take it in the end 6-2 in that third and final set. Coming up next, Division III doubles, Inaki and Unda take on Douglas and Bueno.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day score reflecting the win by Alex and Manny to get the day started. Warriors come in at the bottom of the standings, but they've been playing better than I think the results indicate. Had a really good game day last time out, hoping to carry that momentum over into tonight. So far, so good with that first win. Alex and Manny over in the cage, ready to go. Let's hear from them. Congratulations, Alex and Manny, both second win together this season. Obviously a very difficult opponent in Jairo and Manu. Knew it was going to be a long, tough match, but what was the key there in the end that you guys prevailed in the third set, Alex?
I think that the key it was the luck, because against Manuel and Jairo always is a difficult match. It's going to be a long and boring match, but we play hard, we try our best. I think that with the new ball in the third set, we were better physically, and I think that we win because of that.
Awesome, Alex. Really well played. And Manny, great catching back there as well. Big win, guys, and good luck the rest of the game day. Thank you. Going over to Division III doubles up next, Inaki and Unda. Looking to get the Cyclones on the board, and they will take on Douglas and Bueno. There is a sub for the Warriors in this match, typically Douglas and Cabrera. However, Cabrera still out today, so Bueno, as the Division V player, will slide up and substitute in the backcourt in doubles. Now, Douglas and Cabrera this season, they were 2-2. Not all too bad. Inaki and Unda, in their 3 matches, they've won 2 so far. In a matchup like this, Stu, one of the most important players out there, number 22, Bueno. Lowest ranked player out there on the court. Obviously, he's coming in as a substitute, but we've seen some really good stuff from Bueno in the backcourt, particularly in that Division IV matchup when he's played alongside Alex. Douglas has been aggressive with the shots. It's just, can Bueno provide enough support there in the back to let him do his thing? And, the way he's played the last month, I think there's signs that indicate he can do so.
We're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second match on the game day. Serving for the Cyclones, Iñaki and Unda. Receiving for the Warriors, Douglas and Bueno.
Inaki and Unda lost their first match of the year to Benetrix and Benny, but since that point, on their last 2, one of them in 3 sets, the other in straight sets.
Inaki serves, we begin. A hard serve, Bueno from the backhand. Powerful backhand by Unda. Bueno's there. Inaki calls for the rebote. High and inside. Douglas cuts it off. Great catch at the 6 line. Ball tipped at the sidewall on the backcourt. First point of this match goes to Douglas and Bueno. Douglas serves.
And Douglas getting the scoring started with that big right side. Perfect rebote. Got it to cross the sidewall as Unda was moving up. That's where you want to see those balls coming into Unda. And his catch rate a little bit lower than we're used to seeing in this division, closer to about 92% so far.
Bueno, fine catch on the forehand. Back at the 10 line. Unda picks it up on the bounce. Big right side. Passing Douglas. Bueno's there. Unda in the corner. High and hard to the front wall. Out to the rebote. Gustavo 2-wall off the rebote, scores perfectly for Douglas. 2 points for the Warriors, Douglas and Bueno. Douglas serves.
You know, that's a guy that's just seeing the ball well right now with the 2-wall. I mean, he's got confidence that came right to him off the rebote, and he's just snapping it like, you know, he's catching it in the air. Douglas has really developed that shot and starting to make it his own. Gets the 2nd point for the Warriors.
Rebote forehand saved by Douglas. Iñaki has it. Hard to the inside. Bueno. Great catch at the 8 line. In and out of the cess the ball goes. Iñaki and Unda on the board with a point for the Cyclones.
And whenever possible, I think you're going to see the Cyclones try to play to Bueno here in the corner. You know, Douglas is such a threat, even when he doesn't have the ball in the air. So, look, are you going to play to him, or do you want to test Bueno here in the back and let him beat you? Got to play the percentages, and I think that's probably the right call. We talked about Unda's catch rate this year. Bueno actually outpacing Unda in terms of catch rate, 3 percentage points higher. So you look at the total numbers, not that much of a mismatch here in the back.
Excellent serve by Iñaki. Comes cross court and scores in the backcourt. 2-2, we're tied up. Iñaki serves.
Bueno had that stretch alongside Alex where he missed, 3 serves in a row, and then he was pretty much flawless the rest of the match. So, yeah, some of these backcourters just miss one and kind of refocuses them. We'll see if that's the case for Bueno here.
Also refocuses Douglas. Let's see if he goes. No, yeah. Not that one. Here's the catch by Bueno. Iñaki from the 7 line. Little clip. Bueno makes the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. To the back wall. Out to the rebote. Floating and scoring. A 3rd point for Douglas and Bueno. Douglas serves.
You know, it's pretty similar to the last match, too. And I know that Inaki and Unda maybe don't catch as well as Jairo and Manu, but if you're going to play this rally game and Inaki's not going to throw a whole bunch of shots, well, you know Douglas is, and he can land them at pretty much any point on the court. So, you know, do you want to let the defense take you, or you want to throw something offensively to try to take control of the match, too? We'll see what they do.
2 bounces ruled before the rebote was thrown. 3-3. Iñaki serves for the Cyclones.
And a good call there by the back judge. Kind of difficult to see that one.
Douglas picks the serve, rifles it outside to score. Four points for Douglas and Bueno.
Well, the Philo has just really dropped off on this court. I mean, not really too effective by kill rate, and it's not a big percentage of the shots either. Last season accounted for 16% of all kill attempts. This year, it's below 9%, but Douglas is the one to throw it well.
Fault over serve, 2nd serve, must be good. Well, Douglas prides himself on being different. I mean, that's gone all the way back to 2019 when he first started. Yeah. He stands real close to that underserve and really looks for it.
And as you'd guess, Cortadas and Dejada attempts way up.
What a hard throw by Unda, stopped by Bueno. Unda, fine catch, big backhand. Rebote for Douglas. Iñaki makes the catch. That ball shoots straight back down and scores. 4-4 is the score. Iñaki serves.
Yeah, Bueno had the, just forgot kind of what court he was on for a second here. Before you back out of the way, let that ball come out, and Douglas is there to save the rebote. Out here, it's just going to die off the back wall, and you saw it. First time Iñaki's thrown one there, just have to communicate better, and I'm sure the Warriors will adjust as they move through this match.
Not in Kansas anymore?
Definitely not.
Powerful forehand by Bueno. Unda hard to the inside. Bueno's there. Could not hold on. That is a 5th point for Iñaki and Unda. Possible set point.
I think that's pretty effective. I mean, those low runners, cross the sidewall, hard coming into the backcourt. I mean, that's going to give Bueno trouble all day. I mean, he can make that catch, but what's he going to do with it back at the 10 line? Probably not able to pass and just going to keep rallying with these Cyclones who are eventually going to make him pay.
Ball over serve. Second serve must be good.
And you see what Douglas has established is something that he didn't exactly have before. When you're serving, especially serving with possible set or possible match or something like that, you take a good look who's receiving. And you don't just want to lay it up so that Douglas takes it and, puts it on blast.
Well, he's already picked one and scored, so Iñaki very aware of it.
Beautiful serve by Iñaki. Unda's there. Unda powerful backhand. Caught by Bueno. Bueno stopped the ball well. Unda powerfully. Bueno, great catch. Here's the forehand. Iñaki has it from the right side. Sends it back. Bueno's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Unda on the right side. Rebote for Douglas. Iñaki, one-handed grab, juggled at the sidewall. We're at 5-5 in our first set. Set point.
And really every point's going to come down to Bueno making a couple of tough catches back there. I mean, again, these are coming in fast, crossing the wall, touching the floor, and he made, I think 3 on that point alone to keep him in it.
Douglas makes the catch on the backhand to 7. Powerful backhand. He sends it to the rebote. Iñaki's looking. Gets a bounce. Douglas reaching behind him to reel that in. That backhand travels high, but does not touch the overhead screen.
Barely.
Bueno, tremendous catch. Deep in the backcourt. Douglas, rebote. Oh, looking for the big bounce. Iñaki has it.
Oh, got it.
Oh, the drop shot to the inside. Just caught the pad. That is point and set. A hard-fought point for Bueno, or Douglas and Bueno. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Six 6-5, yeah, sorry, folks. Iñaki and Unda.
Oh, I completely had missed that.
No, it's okay, Stu.
No, thanks for catching. No,
I'll tell you, sometimes with these beams on the shots, like you can get kind of screamed, and where that ball.
But also, what was I heard a very distinct thud noise. Now, I'm not saying it's the ball hitting the pad, but I did hear. Now, it could be that I'm hallucinating. I give that. I usually don't make a mistake like that blatant that involves both announcing and thinking that I heard something.
Well, let's see. Maybe someone hit the ball.
That ball's a foot above the pad. That's not even close. Yeah, so that's complete announcer screw up, folks. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's run it. Maybe like Douglas hit the ball into the pad or something. It could have been afterwards. But no, that scored 6-5.
Well, that's it, Andrew. Sorry, I got to go back to my office and sign my resignation. That's it. I have crossed that. We'll sign it effective this afternoon. It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. We wish all 6 teams luck. And Andrew, I'm sure you'll do a great job in this chair.
Thank you, Stu.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your service to the program.
I appreciate that.
6-5, though.
Oh no, I'd be all over you. I know, seriously. if another announcer did that, I would, and I was responsible for them. I would be. So I have to hold myself to the same standard. I really do.
That's okay. I
It used to be easy. See that announcer's booth over there?
I do.
We don't usually talk about it. Okay, that's the second floor, right? There's a roof up there. So what do you do with a bad announcer? Simple. You get 2 security guards, you take them out the back door, and you throw them off the roof. Problem solved.
I got one of these nifty business cards from
I handed you a
Stu
business
today.
card, didn't I?
This is a good one. Same address, 3500 Northwest 37th Avenue, but this, I mean, with the lack of color on this had to be from at least the, what, 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, I think that's 2004.
Yeah.
But you have a Stu Nyman business card. Once upon a
Extension
time.
206, huh, folks? All right. I don't know if that line still works. There's a serve. Set 2 has begun.
Douglas serves. Our second set has begun. They bulldoze that office. Thank
What
you, Dave
a
Jones.
grab.
Iñaki in the front court. Forehand to the inside. Powerful backhand by Unda. Unda, powerful, powerful, powerful right side. First point of the second set goes to Iñaki and Unda.
I mean, did you see him wind up for that?
Unda?
Yeah, just
That
now.
forehand? Well, I know he was at the Heat game last night. That may have been a travel in a different league, but here that's just a big, powerful forehand that crosses the wall and it scores. Douglas tried to do something with the rebote, but again, the pace that comes off the back wall sets the pace for the shot, and it wasn't moving all too fast. It's really hard to throw the filo when it's coming at that speed.
Bueno, difficult catch. Here's the forehand. Unda takes a little off it, puts it to the back court, and Bueno's there. Powerful right side by Unda. What a
man.
catch. Bueno pulls that off the wall.
I mean, they're testing Bueno back there, and he's made some great plays, and it's just tough.
2 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
They are really targeting him here in the backcourt. You know, he's made 10 great catches already. It's just,
Bueno's
how do you
playing
stay
great.
in these points against the caliber of Iñaki and Unda back here with his power? You know, maybe even more important than catch rate this year is power from backcourters. And Nasty Nate was talking about it today in his show, and I totally agree with him, and Unda's the right guy here. Oh,
Douglas pulls this off the
was
wall. That
just
is
wide.
just such a good catch. Went out. 3 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves. I mean, this is just such a good catch. I'm sorry the rest of it turned out screwy. But look at this beautiful catch, and look how sharp he throws this.
yeah. I mean, he's tiptoeing that line. He's getting as close to the underserve as possible. That one even crossed the side wall right into his basket. Look, shooters shoot. I mean, Douglas has got the 2-all. It's been effective. He's going to keep going to it. And now down 3. Expect even more.
Here's the forehand from Bueno. Yes, we had a long discussion with all the players about those lines. Just stand between them. Backhand by Unda. Beautiful forehand rotate. Iñaki sets up. Douglas going to cut this off. Wind it up. The 2-alls. Oh, goes right off the tip of Iñaki's cesta. That's a point for Douglas and Bueno. Douglas serves. Fearlessness in throwing the shot also plays into it. I know I've always said you need the ability to do it. You need the confidence to do it. You need to know when to do it. But when you're coming from behind, sometimes you just need to start firing, and
Right.
Douglas is just so confident with it.
I mean, Douglas is that's an overserve.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Made 14 2-wall kills this year alone. I mean, just off the 2-wall, 14 to 24, 58%. I mean, if you just keep throwing 2-walls over the course of an entire set, you're only giving away 4 out of every 10. I mean, yeah, you can win just throwing shots.
What a catch by Bueno.
Yes, it
Beautiful
was.
scoop. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you.
I was
rightfully
excited
So,
about that.
what a catch!
What's Gaucheri's percentage? Sorry, how many 2-alls is Gaucheri throwing? I'm interested.
Rebote coming out.
3 of 7. That does not include yesterday, though.
Okay. But on the catch back at the 10 line.
See, I do find statistics fun.
Oh, this type of stuff that Ethan's doing, this is great stuff. We got a boatload of information.
Powerful forehand by Unda. High and hard and passing. Douglas sends it. Unda with a tip ball. 2 points for Douglas and Bueno. Douglas serves.
Don't know if Unda was pointing towards the heavens or the lights. He feels one of them interfered with his catch.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, you get out there, throwing it around, the lights will come into play more than you think.
Big right side by Unda. Douglas playing deeper. Behind the 7, backhand to the outside. Inaki goes out there, makes the rebote. Bueno on the bounce, beautiful catch to the inside. Inaki's there. Beautiful backhand. Difficult rebote. Douglas makes the save. Inaki has it. He winds up. Coasty up the middle. Scoop by Bueno.
Well, those are the type of catches we're talking about. And he's made a couple of them in this second set to keep him in.
Rebote by Douglas. Unda makes the catch. Douglas cross court. Backhand from the 6. Unda's there. Unda on the forehand again from the 9 line. High and hard to the front wall. Bueno hangs in there. A beautiful catch on the forehand. Oh, Inaki adjusts. Little wonky bounce off the side wall. Great play. Unda powerfully. Douglas makes the save. Oh, drop shot attempt. A 4th point for Inaki and Unda. Inaki serves.
That's one of those where we have to talk to Matt afterwards because I'm not sure that if he was too close to the side wall and he couldn't follow through or if he was trying to do something really, 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 really difficult.
Based on his reaction, he may have been trying to do something very, very, very difficult.
No, that's not enough varies. Throw a few more varies.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very difficult. Coming that fast, that far.
It was almost like the reaction, like kicking himself, like, why? Why would I throw that at that time? I mean, low percentage, very difficult. I mean, Douglas has confidence, and he's been throwing the 2-wall well, but inside he hasn't had a lot of success. I mean, he's killing it less than 20% to the inside this year.
That ball's tipped down low. 3 points for Douglas and Bueno.
Now, look, no harm, no foul. I mean, get the point right back. Still a 1-point deficit. A little later in the set, though.
I never have, like, any marketing ideas, but I am thinking about a shirt that does say, like, you know, have a picture of Douglas there says, I do things that are very, 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 very difficult.
Just go to the back of the shirt. Still continue. Oh, my.
That ball is tipped by Unda. 4-4 is the score. Douglas serves.
Well, doing something a little different on that serve. More of a cortada look, and Unda's on the move to the outside. Can track it down. Going high this time, backing him up.
Rebote for Douglas to the inside. That kicks up and scores. 5 points for Douglas and Bueno of the Warriors. Possible set point.
Unda just a little bit late on 2 of those last 3. He's trying to get up there. He's moving up on the ball, doing the right thing. He's just late to arrive. You can't let that ball touch the floor and come out to the rebote either. You don't know where it's going, so better off moving up and trying to catch it.
Powerful forehand. Caught in the air by Douglas. Douglas blasts the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the outside. Actually, up the middle. Bueno comes up with a clutch catch. Keeps it. To the inside. Here's Unda. Oh, my. In the corner. Tough play. 5-5 in the second set. So this is possible. Match point for Inaki and Unda the Cyclones. Possible set point for Douglas and Bueno. I got that right? Because now I'm concerned about anything.
No, you got it right, Stu.
Okay.
Just a miss for Bueno there. Boy, he's been catching great in the second set and finally comes undone here. This is a big serve if Douglas can't pick it.
Bueno from the forehand. Iñaki keeps it. Backhand from the 7. To the inside. Bueno's there. Unda, difficult catch at the 10 line. Douglas playing deep, reaching up, makes the catch. Here's Unda on the forehand. Powerful, powerful throw. Douglas from the 7 line. Iñaki calls for it. Rebote forehand by Iñaki goes to the inside. Bueno overhead, great catch. That ball kicked up and touched the overhead screen. Point and a hard-fought match for Iñaki and Unda, taking it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-5.
Tell you what, maybe more of a fight than the Cyclones were expecting going into it. Douglas and Bueno gave them all they could handle, but the Cyclones come out 6-5 in both sets, and they get the win. Game day all tied as we head over to match 3, Division 6 doubles. Jedden and Bradley take on Bueno and Correa. Let's take a look at some replays. Ball missed there to the outside.
Look at Iñaki moving up on that so aggressively. And that's the one that I believe I said hit the pad, and it's like couldn't be further from the pad. Or,
No, that one was just in.
no, it's
How about
sagged.
that adjustment, man? I mean, that is crazy.
The old announcer's home has a bed for me waiting. I just know.
It shows you how difficult those catches are off the sidewall. Because, I mean, Iñaki, great player. I mean, even that one kind of tripped him up as it crossed there. But it all adds up to 1-1 through the first 2 matches. Warriors won the first, Cyclones took the second. And Division 6 doubles just about ready to begin here in a minute. Division 6 doubles, the only division in Battle Court where the teams really, they don't have a choice with the rankings here. So Division 5 and Division 6 player have to be paired up in this Division 6 doubles, which is made for some very even matches. It's been super competitive in this division, one of the most fun you see in Battle Court. And a lot of these guys are the ones that started in the original group back at Magic City. What was it, 8 years ago now? So
It was 8 years ago.
Good to see these guys out there and competing in these doubles games. Jedden and Bradley against Bueno and Correa. But first, we will hear from our winners, Iñaki and Unda, 3-1 this season. And that was coming off a year where Iñaki and Unda were just 4-6. So this team is off to a great start, have the chemistry, and they've had just a great beginning to this spring 26 season. Let's hear from them. Iñaki and Unda, congratulations, guys. Tough matchup there. I mean, Bueno making some good catches in the backcourt, but you get the win in straight sets in the end. Iñaki, what was the key for you guys to just keep Douglas at bay up in the front court?
We have the same strategy always. It's like keep the ball in the back wall, try to don't miss any ball. And we know, especially today, that this kind of matches, they are like tricky matches. You know, Unda came in, Bueno came in. We don't know how they're gonna play, but our strategy is simple: catch one more ball than the opponents, and I'm happy.
Awesome. And Unda, I saw last night you were at the Heat game where there was history made. Did that inspire you today to come out there and get a few wins?
Yeah, no, but because
That's right, Unda.
because
Tell them the truth.
I live motivated. This season for me is special. I want to be important in this league, and
You are.
I came and I lost a lot of balls in the second set because I wanted to break the ball and go forward instead of waiting the ball in the back that it wouldn't pass me. But I go forward, and that's why I lost all those balls.
Hey, in the end, it's all right. You got the straight set win and you tied up the game day. Great job, guys. Good luck in your next matches. Thank you. Division 6 doubles ready to go. Jedden and Bradley take on Bueno and Correa. Bueno with back-to-back matches here. Again, he was a sub in the last one. Jedden and Bradley this year 2-1. Bueno and Correa also 2-1.
Jedden serves. This match has begun. Gray advances to make the catch. Powerful backhand follows Bragley. Fine catch the 10 line. Rebote not coming out. Bueno and Correa of the Warriors first up on the board in our first set. Bueno has the serve.
Again, a lot quicker points you're going to see in this division compared to, what we see divisions 2 and 3 before. Catch rate down in divisions 5 and 6 mostly, and some quicker points too.
Bragley advances, makes a fine catch. Powerful forehand follows. Oh, crosses the wall and scores. Well done. 1-1. Jedden serves for the Cyclones.
But the role of power, it's played a significant role for these back quarters this season, especially when you get down here in Division 6. There's really nobody physically that can match up with Bradley. And if he keeps firing these right sides in, especially to Correa, who doesn't have a lot of backcourt experience, it's going to be a long match.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve. Lands between the under and over serve line.
And not only the power with Bradley, but the height too in the back. Just tough to get the ball by him.
Ball dropped off the serve. That is a second point for Jedden and Bragley. Jedden serves.
Hey, you don't mind Bueno going for that serve. He's played a majority of the balls in this team. Over 50%, 51 to be exact. And that's what he's doing up in the front. A lot of kills, great defense. We saw him in the backcourt earlier, but he's been opening up the shot making too.
Bueno picks the serve. Cortada scores. A second point for Bueno and Correa. Bueno serves. Correa checking with Bragley to make sure that everything's okay after that hit. Bragley on the left side. Powerful backhand. Caught by Correa. Correa plays it high. It's going to bounce deep. What a catch by Bragley. Rebote forehand. Jedden, fine catch, strong backhand. Bueno on the rebote. Bragley at the 9 line. Big right side to the outside. Correa lined it up, caught it low. It bounced out. A third point for the Cyclones, Jedden and Bragley.
Well, Bradley understanding who he's playing against, and Correa on the right side catching this year just hasn't had a lot of success, even though that really has been his preferred side throughout his career. Catch rate as a whole is way down, under 85%, but on the right side it's closer to 81.
That serves cross the wall and scores. Well done by Jedden. Cyclones have 4 points and the serve.
It's the key. Just cross the side wall, makes that catch way more complicated for the opposing backcourt. Jedden doing a nice job.
Correa on the right side. Good catch. Powerful throw by Bragley. Correa. Difficult catch. Picada. Oh my goodness, what a leap. That will score. Phenomenal throw by Correa. Tremendous effort by Bragley. 3 points for Bueno and Correa. Bueno serves. Correa throws the picada as well as anybody. Look how high Bragley gets up.
Well, that's an interesting throw for Correa. The catching hasn't been there, but if he can find some shot that'll give the defense trouble, and that's a good one. As long as the front quarter doesn't catch it in the air, the back quarter's got to make a pretty quick decision on that ball.
Picada again. This one cut off by Jedden. Bueno midcourt, backhand. Bragley keeps it on the right side. Powerful forehand. That one's not coming out.
Yep.
5 points for Jedden and Bragley of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
I want to work on a new stat with Ethan, but something like damage factor. How much damage does a backcourter do? Even if they're not, when they make those catches, Bradley seems to be doing a lot here.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good.
But again, even though the catch rate is low, sometimes that is a little misleading. Like, how many points is Bradley actually winning for his team? I got to say it's probably more than most backcourters, regardless of division.
That ball is in and out of Bradley's cesta. That's a 4th point for Bueno and Correa. Bueno has the serve. Correa gets it on the right side, and I mean, if he gets his footing under him, he does tremendous damage, like you're
absolutely.
saying. Damage from the right side.
That's what he's got to do.
From the backcourt.
He's just got to be more consistent on the catch. I mean,
Yeah.
if he can make those catches and give himself more opportunities, I mean, I think later in the year, you're not going to want to give it to Correa on his right side.
Well, right now, literally, I don't know anyone who throws picada better than Correa.
We haven't seen many that have been that good.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. It was
Even
against the
compared to the
Devils
one
that
he
I first
threw?
saw it.
Yeah, I mean, this one right here was really solid, too.
Of course, Bradley's, I mean, the vertical on Bradley. Excellent catch by Bradley. Big backhand rebote coming to the outside, way out.
Bono's on it. Yeah.
Bradley on the catch. Backhand from the 7, blasted. Rebote coming up the middle. Bueno's there. Bradley keeps it on the backhand. Powerful backhand to the left side of Correa. Jedden at the 7. Big backhand. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. We are at 5-5 in our first set. Bueno serves.
And after all that, here we are, 5-5. You know, it seems like it's been all Cyclones, been the better team. They made more catches, but it's 5-5, comes down to 1 point. Can never get too comfortable when you build a lead in this division because we see leads evaporate quicker than any other level.
Bradley blasts the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Misses Bueno. Karam. Caught by juggling on the catch of Correa. Well played by all 4 players. Point and set to Jedden and Bradley of the Cyclones. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
6-5 there. Jedden and Bradley close out the first set of match 3.
The tender sound of something.
Never gets old, does it?
Yes. Especially when accompanied by. Ow! We haven't had
Sorry,
that
Stu.
in a while.
No, not yet.
There you have it. 2 original Magic City players who've made this adjustment to the Jam Arena just beautifully. Jedden and Bradley especially. You know, Bradley is just, I was talking with, our CEO the other day, and he was just pointing out consistently that Bradley has made this adjustment better than anyone expected. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
I think that was the one thing that was really overlooked, and, he's on it. Nasty Nate is on it. Listening to what he said today, it's just you can't account for power and what it does. I mean, you've always looked at, like, I want a guy that'll catch one more ball, but how about the guy that makes that one more catch difficult? And especially on a bigger court, 6 feet longer, a couple feet wider, but it plays much bigger than that with this overhead screen.
And I have to acknowledge that when someone has an unconventional form,
Yeah.
Bradley's form is a little wide, is that I really can't, I'm not good at prognosticating in the beginning. And that's a really tough one. But no, his game is just like taking me off to another level.
And also, too, I mean, just physically, backquarters in highlight tend to be like a little bit taller mostly. And you can see why out here because, the Pika, those big bounces, the extra
think that
6 to 8 inches is going to make a pretty big
in the
difference.
highlight school, that used to be a thing. If
Right.
a kid hit puberty or something like that and just happened to talk, you're a backcourt.
Go back, yeah.
Regardless of whether or not it had front court skills. Yeah, it's that was the thing. You're the taller guy, you play in the back.
Well,
That's what it was. Never happened to me, by the way, just so you know. I don't think anybody ever asked me to
I
play
wasn't
backcourt.
All right, Stu. Second set ready to begin here. And it will be the Warriors, Bueno and Correa with the serve.
Ready to begin our next set. Bueno has the serve. Bueno serves, we begin. Ball tipped, first point to Bueno and Correa of the Warriors.
Yet again, you might get a couple of those misses, but he just makes up for it with his power. So again, not all too concerned to start off the set. Most of the aces this year have come in Divisions 5 and 6. I mean, I think Gallo's the league leader from Division 6 in the front court. He's got 10.
Big backhand by Bragley. Bragley will take this on the bounce way up high. Powerful, like a really powerful forehand, way high.
But I like that throw a little bit better, though. I mean, Bradley can pass from anywhere, but you don't want to be giving it to Bueno on the rebote when you can go low hard to Correa here and just let him beat you from the backcourt.
Rebote left side. Jedden picks it up. Got it on the forehand. Looks to pass. He does. And scores the chick-chack from Jedden. Beautiful throw. 1-1. Jedden serves for the Cyclones.
And right back to that point we were talking about between the sets, you know, a guy like Bradley, a guy like Manu, I mean, they're just standing in along the side wall and pick that ball right off the wall. Correa's got to leap forward. He's going back and just complicates it.
That's a powerful serve by Jedden, caught by Correa. Correa big time from the right side, crossing the wall. Bragley makes the stop. Rebote for Bueno. Swing and a miss, midcourt. 2 points for Jedden and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Yeah, getting Bueno on the move, forcing him to come cross court. You know, again, pretty reliable rebote, especially for this division, but even he can make a few mistakes. Just couldn't time that one up. Gives the lead to the Cyclones.
Correa again, powerfully from the right side. Bragley, what a snag on the forehand. Correa, great catch, comes over the top, rifles it.
Look
This
at
one
Bradley.
stopped by Bragley.
Oh, that's a bullet.
Scoop
Look at
attempt
that.
tipped. A third point for Jedden and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jedden serves. That all happened very quickly. I mean, look at this.
In next draft, I want you to pull up this tape when we're talking about Bradley and where he's going to go, because there's nobody at this level that can make that catch up high, power the forehand back, and just get a point off of a miscatch. 3-1 lead. Well done.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
But it's just like in baseball, you know, home runs and RBIs, batting average may not tell the full story of a player, even though they're important stats, and that's like catch rate. Oh, they got the drop serve.
Ball missed to the outside. A fourth point for Jedden and Bragley here in the second set.
Like, I'm sure if we had advanced analytics, which again,
We don't?
that's a whole new, like, advanced stuff, Stu.
This
I'm sure the
analytics is
advanced
advanced
analytics would
to me.
love Bradley, but just the simple catch rate stuff, probably not. But the advanced stuff probably accounts for more of his power and his damage as opposed to just purely catching one ball in the next.
Rebote forehand by Bueno. Jedden has it. That's a great catch. Scoop is tipped.
No, they called the juggle, Stu. I think it's that same whistle.
Oh, the juggling. That's
that
a point
same
for
whistle.
Bueno and Correa. Bueno serves. I really need to get a replacement for that whistle. I'll take care of it. I have a few things I'm behind on, so.
As long as they got it right.
Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. 2-all Rebote with a light touch. Jedden, great catch. Big backhand. Bueno changes things up, gets into position. Bragley backs up. Powerful forehand. Correa, what a catch on the left side.
What a great catch that was.
Ball off the
good
frame
ball.
of Jedden Cesta. That's a third point for Bueno and Correa of the Warriors. Bueno serves.
Oh, that's how quickly things can flip. Looks like that's going to score. Correa picks it right off the side wall. Then the next throw, the Warriors get it and cut the lead in half. Boy, they've been playing from behind the whole way, but the Warriors are close. They have one good serve here from Bueno, could tie it up.
Fault, underserve. Excellent serve by Bueno. Fine catch and return by Bragli. Bueno on the rebote. Bueno. Bragli steps up. Powerful throw coming in low and scoring. A 5th point for the Cyclones. Jedden and Bragli. Possible. Match point.
The power is there, but also the precision on that throw. I mean, he kept it low, which is great, but it was crossing the side wall. I mean, that is low percentage for anybody. And a chance to win it right here. Whoa, what a grab.
That was a great catch by Correa. Bragli makes the catch. Hard throw to the inside. Correa's there. Over the top. Bragli at the 10 line overhead. Bueno hooked it. Point and a straight set victory for Jedden Bragli.
And the dogs are barking here at Jam Arena. Cyclones lost the first match of the game day, but they find themselves back in front 2-1 as we head over to match 4, some singles. Division 4, Unda against Carballo.
Real money games are live in Florida.
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 Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida. Only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Real money games!
Joined by
Well.
our winners, Jedden and Bradley. Congratulations, guys. Bradley, I mean, we were just marveling. The power all season long has been such a weapon for this team. I mean, when you're opening up that right side and you're able to score with it, how much does it just open up your game and confidence?
It's just it's there, so it helps a lot. You know, I've had it all along, and this court definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, and Jedden, for you, I mean, getting involved, making some great plays, but playing alongside Bradley and someone that has just devastating power. What is it like being up in front of him and just watching these balls buzzing by?
Just go keep repeating the same thing. You know, we played last year. He did exactly what he's doing now. We have an advantage because the court is bigger. Yeah. He's a bigger guy. So put 2 + 2 = 17, right? So that's why we won.
But your catching has absolutely been spot on. Court positioning for both of you is excellent. So up in the front court, you're doing things that you need to do, including the rebote. One thing I absolutely positively have to say, to however many people are listening, I can't see it, right? I'm so proud of you guys. You really have no idea. When you go back to January 2018, if anybody would have told me we'd be having this conversation right now, I was like, yeah, unfortunately, your doc really needs to change your meds. But not in this case, guys. You're playing fantastic. Could not be more proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Stu. Thank you.
Great win, guys. 3-1 on the year, Jedden and Bradley. Thank you.
Let's go, Clones.
Going over to the singles portion of tonight's program, Division 4 first, Unda will take on Carballo.
No,
subbing.
you have that. You have to be wrong about that.
Is that a misprint?
That can't be correct.
I got big yellow background here, and I see Carballo. Yes, coming up from the taxi squad, playing singles here in Division 4, Stu. Boy, this will be fun.
Wow. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's, always kind of the case with Carballo. Let's wait and see. You know it's going to be exciting. You know you're going to see something that we've never seen before. And I think we actually saw that 3 times when he played the first game day for the Warriors last week. There were some catches, some plays, and, that's what makes Carballo exciting, and it's one of the fan favorites when he was playing full-time in Battle Court. But Unda, a different animal on this court, too. I mean, you talk about power, he's got a bunch of it also, and that opens up his game in singles with the ability to kill it up in the front and in the back court.
All right.
Well, let's see how it goes. I mean, don't need any more introduction. Let's get this one started. Looks like Unda will have the serve.
We're ready to begin our next singles match. Serving for the Cyclones is Unda, receiving for the Warriors. Welcome back to Carballo. Here's the serve. We begin. Carballo opens up. Costi inside. Unda, great that wall is hard. Okay, first point to Carballo on the Costalo inside. He serves. Carballo makes the catch, and you have to respect the 2-all. He threw a number in practices. And Unda just goes really hard in that sidewall trying to make the play. Here's Unda on the catch. Powerful right side passes. Rebote forehand is up and in play. Big right side by Unda. Perfect tic-tac scores.
Missed the first point, actually. Okay, Carballo got the first point. Unda got the second.
We're going to hold the serve while we update. Score is good. Unda serves. Here's the backhand by Carballo to the outside. Lands just out of play. A second point for Unda. He serves.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that with Carballo's left side. I mean, he's never really thrown the backhand all too straight, but here the clips are more penalizing than ever before.
Beautiful catch by Carballo. Powerful backhand back to the outside.
Yeah, again.
That is off the court. A third point for Unda. He serves. He played baseball where? What organ?
Well, he was drafted by the White Sox organization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the same thing with that left side. I mean, just got to not clip the sidewall first. And this is an effective throw, too, but Unda's on it.
Powerful Gustavo is caught by Unda. Beautiful catch by Carballo. Carballo back to the outside. This one lands in. Rebote 2-all. Carballo on the run. Beautiful catch. Hard throw. Will score. 2 points for Carballo. Unda has 3. Carballo serves.
And I remember when Carballo would play singles, he would always defend the outside very well. He's like baiting you to throw it inside because he's got such speed and he thinks that he can cut anything off that he'll take his chances. With this side wall, maybe not going to go as hard into the corner as he maybe used to, but again, great range, forehand just above the pad, and it gets in the second point.
High bouncer by Carballo, caught by Unda. Unda passes wall to wall from the forehand. Carballo on the rebote has a missed ball at the 6th line. 4th point for Unda of the Cyclones. He serves.
That's where the big power comes into play. Even with Carballo's foot speed, he's backpedaling, trying to get out there, and still ends up trying to play that one above his head. When you start swinging blind like that, percentages go way down on the rebote.
Powerful backhand by Carballo. This clears the overhead screen, goes to the outside. So does Unda. Carballo, beautiful catch behind the 8 line. Backhand, caught near by Unda. Carom by Unda will score. 5 points for Unda of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Well, good illustration of why you don't want to clip. Look at where Unda's got this ball. On the outside of the court, and Carballo's trapped inside and deep. So that's a really long run. There's a bunch of options. He chooses the 2-all, and Carballo will make his way out to it.
Carballo on the forehand. Right side of the outside. That escapes.
Yeah.
Lands out of play. That is point and set to Unda of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Unda already with 1 win in singles this year. That was straight sets over Ikeda. That was just last week, so Unda has played some singles, whereas Carballo, I mean, this is the first time he's played in quite a while.
We'd really like to see, Carballo getting in, just, practicing as if he were, full-time on the roster, not just on the taxi squad. He's basically out there busy saving lives on a fire truck with twins. I don't think he brings the Twins on the fryer truck.
I would hope not. Maybe eventually. You know, they used to come to schools, and that was also a fun thing when we were young. But, yeah.
An original
What a guy.
2018 player for this program, Carballo, just always a major part of it. And that energy right there, Carballo and Alex, we had always, you know, wondered if we got them together, if, you know, we'd have some Oppenheimer thing going on.
Well, there was some practice going on before the game day, and Alex was talking to Carballo about some strategy and some shots and singles, and I was like, oh boy, that was a meeting of the minds there. But Alex is just a great player. I mean, all seriousness, he's a great guy to learn from, and he's kind of got a similar style to Carballo because they're both very energetic. Alex is just like the controlled version of that.
We may just have Urrutia, Carballo, and Alex, and who else would we throw out there? Unda for fun?
Well, for a back quarter, yeah. I mean, he'd be the one that fits the billing. Look at him. Are there monkey bars there? What's he doing? What's he hanging from? All right. Anyway,
Actually, I don't.
I really don't.
Who was that?
No, that was Inaki, but yeah, I think I see that. Anyway, second set, ready to get started. And Carballo will have the serve, see if he can make something happen. You know, I was talking to him before his singles too, and about this court. I'm like, look, the sidewall is going to be your friend here. You don't have to throw it so hard. The ball's going to open up, and with his power, I think he can do some damage and force Unda to go get these on the net. So see what he comes out here with in set number 2. But Unda really played well, kept it simple. And that's the thing, playing against Carballo, there's so much extra stuff and movements, and you just focus on the highlight, make catches, catch one more ball, and he'll be just fine.
There's the serve. Our second set has begun. Unda takes that on the forehand. Rebote just missed on the left side of a Carballo. Unda gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
That Rebote did come out. I mean, early in the set, that ball kind of shoots off the back wall, but a little too much.
He was a little committed, not a little, he was committed to the backcourt and then started moving. Just started moving a little bit too late.
Well, that's the thing. He's always relied on that speed to bail him out. And, you know, here he just can't do it as much.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Even Unda shook his head. I mean, that was an overserve, like a 7-line overserve.
Yeah, he knew it.
Carballo on the catch. Costado, wow, that kick to the inside. Unda's there. Carballo on the forehand. Beautiful catch on the forehand. Picada, this is going to be tricky. Caught by Unda.
This is going to be tricky.
Check by Unda will score. Unda has 2 points in the serve.
Well, that's what Unda did in his first match. I mean, he scored 5 winners and 3 chick-chacks or chulas. I mean, 8 of his 12 points, you know, that's a pretty big percentage of them.
Carballo from the Costado. Wow.
Well, there it is.
Carballo gets the point and the serve. Oh, my goodness.
Well, look, you don't have to set it up if it comes to you. Runs around that serve and just fires the 2 all in. What a shot that was.
Unda from the forehand, powerfully thrown. Carballo's committing to the backcourt. Powerful forehand. Stopped by Unda. Unda with control on the Costado. That's well played. Costado begets Costado. Unda with 3 points. Carballo with 1.
Yeah, it's nice to see a player that doesn't typically throw the Costado 2-all throw it to that effect. I mean, that was deep in the backcourt, had Carballo a little trapped, but didn't matter. That was well done.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. That Coastie by Carballo was just, I mean, spectacular. Low hard serve handled well. Read well and handled well by Carballo. That ball's going to the outside. Unda's on it. Carballo takes off. He got there. Oh my, what a catch and return before the second. Oh, God, Mike.
There's the something you've never seen before, Stu.
That had style and grace. Good effort. 4th point for Unda. Unda serves.
Well, he nailed the eye contact. My goodness, Stu.
Oh, no.
This guy's awesome. I mean, we just inject this into my veins. Look at this catch by Unda just before
Phenomenal.
the second bounce. And look at Carballo staring at Stu as he throws the drop shot.
Here's the backhand by Carballo. Caught by Unda. Unda with the drop shot.
Droppier.
That will score 5 points for Unda. This is possible. Match point.
Do you owe him money?
No, he plays with a certain style that you just can't ring in, and
Unda
that's
showing
okay.
Showing him how he's like, look, you just gotta hit the front wall. You can't throw it in the pad like that on the drop shot. Can't give it away. 5-1, Unda close it out right here.
Carballo on the catch, beautifully caught. 2-all. Stop by Unda. Unda, 3-wall play. Carballo, oh, he got him on the chick-chack. Point, set, and match. A straight set victory for Unda, taking it 6-2, 6-1 for the Cyclones.
Well, after dropping the first match of the day, the Cyclones have rattled off 3 in a row, and they have secured at least a tie today and a chance to win it coming up next. Manu will take on Douglas in singles. Let's take a look at some replays from match number 4.
I wonder if our replay people have a good replay of that head thing.
I'm sure they do.
With the eyes. I don't think they would do that.
Look at the chick-chack there, dropping in Unda right side.
Beautiful carom.
I mean, with Carballo's trapped, you just throw the carom. It's so hard to track these down outside, unlike what Carballo is used to, and that time from the costado. Ooh, cuts off the swing there, puts it just above the pad.
Drop shot works.
Yeah, Carballo started to back up, protecting against these rebotes. And
Look at this costado from the, 9 line? All right, impressed.
Unda gets it, sends it back.
Chick-chack.
That'll end it. 6-2, 6-1. Unda, dominant singles victory. He improves to 2-0. Great start for Unda in singles in this 4th division. And, kind of same with Bradley and similar to Bradley, you feel like this court's just going to open up his singles game a little bit. And, already with 2 wins. Last season in singles for Unda, I believe, 3-2. So, again, not all too bad in his first season, but looking strong here. Douglas and Manu getting warmed up here, preparing for that Division I singles battle coming up next. But before we get to that, we're going to hear from Unda. Always a fun interview with Unda. Already heard from him once today, coming back for his 2nd time. And a big part of the tie already for the Cyclones on this game day. Let's hear from Unda of the Cyclones. There he is. Congratulations, Unda. 2-0 on the day and also 2-0 in singles. How do you like this court and how do you think it fits your style maybe a little bit better?
I'm practicing a lot during the week. I come almost every day alone to practice, so I have the measurements of the court already in my head. I know the strength of the right side to do the chick-chack in the single, so I think that those practices work.
What was your strategy against Carballo?
Like every single, long serve, and instead of going to the front to catch the area, wait, because in this court nobody can make a picada. It's very difficult, so get with the right side and pass the opponent to the chick-chack.
Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wait, Unda, I think we got a quick replay if you could see it. I think here it is.
Which one?
This sequence.
The shoe wall?
No, not the shoe wall. Have you ever seen this this blind drop shot that Carballo threw? Were you a little thrown off?
Who was he looking at?
No, but I would prefer to see more times because it was for me the point. So.
Hey, we'll take it, Unda. Awesome.
You.
Appreciate the time and great playing today. 2-0. Division I singles. Let's see Manu and Douglas just about ready to go at it. First time they've matched up here at Jam Arena. Manu 2-2. Douglas, he's 2-1 this season.
Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Manu. Douglas had assessed on it, could not make the play. First point of this match goes to Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, obviously committing to that catch in the backcourt. It was just kind of fortunate that the Robote was there, but once Douglas missed it front ways, I think he felt that point was over. Manu's had a great start, though, in singles. I mean, with his shot making and his skills as a backcourter, this really fits his game.
Douglas from the forehand. High to pass. Manu makes the save, looking for the big bounce. Douglas attacks, reaches way overhead. Hold the drop shot, caught the top of the pad. A second point for Manu. He serves.
A little too droppy that time. I mean, Douglas moves up on it, makes a spectacular catch. I mean, that's bold, moving up on a ball, bouncing that high.
If you're not Bragwood.
But everything but the finish, you know?
Yeah.
Made the play, got up there, had the drop shot. Like Gunda was saying, you know, that's just the one place you can't throw it. You're going to give away that point every time.
Douglas on the backhand. To the corner, out to the Robote. That hit the chopper just beneath the overhead pad. That's out of play. A point for Douglas and the Warriors. He serves.
Well, you can tell pretty early on Manu's going to counter Douglas's aggressive style with these pikas, these big bouncers off the floor. So Douglas has to catch him in the air, or he's going to leave himself, I mean, very big bouncers and going to have to back up on it.
Here's the backhand by Manu, powerfully thrown, wall to wall from the left side. Robote dropping, saved by Douglas. Well played. Manu winds up. Inside placement, stopped by Douglas. Douglas from the 7 line. Caught in the air by Manu. Robote forehand. Beautifully played by Douglas. What a catch by Manu. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Douglas is there. Douglas really lets go of this forehand. Robote coming to the outside. What? That's read well to make the Robote by Manu. Missed the pat. Missed the wall, though. 2-2. Douglas serves.
Yeah, tried to throw this one up with a soft touch on it. Didn't want to feed the 2-wall. Again, drop it in the pad. Pad is bad. It gives a point to the other team. That's Douglas to knot it up at 2.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Bote coming out. Douglas.
That's it. Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
Beautiful shot. 3 points. And the serve.
You know, coming into
really
this
not
match,
much else to say besides, wow.
I mean, Douglas has 11 kills in singles this year, and 8 of them have come via the 2-wall. So, again, you know what's coming. It's just a matter of if you can stop it or not. Off the Robote, though, adds another element. Very tricky, and he's thrown that better than anybody so far at Jam Arena.
Robote forehand played high. Manu is there. Lower and harder. Douglas takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8 line. That kicked up and hit the overhead screen. Tied up at 3-3. Manu serves.
Just a great catch right on the side wall there. I mean, not many players can handle that one, but you saw that ball. Tough catch and bouncing around the basket, juggled it and sent it up high into the screen.
Douglas on the right side, powerfully thrown. Crossing, stopped by Manu. Catch by Douglas. Robote forehand. Drop shot. This one scores. Douglas has 4 points for the Warriors and the serve.
Yeah, I mean, left side, Douglas is going with the Costado 2-wall. If he gets it right side, with the way that, the power he has and the way he's been playing, if he can get his opponent to back up, the drop shot's going to be wide open. And you really have to commit if you're the opposition, too. If you step up, he can send it over your head and score with the chick-chack easily. So, again, we'll see how Manu handles that one. Oh, just lost his footing in the corner.
That ball is tipped. That's an ace. 5 points possible. Set point for Douglas.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Just looked like he kind of tripped backing up. Douglas will take it. Another big bounce serve coming in.
Excellent serve by Douglas. Nice catch and throw by Manu. Douglas commits to the back. Rebote save by Manu. Well played. Drop shot.
Right back to it.
Scores. Point and set for Douglas. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Yeah, I think Douglas is starting to figure out this court in singles a little bit more. I mean, we saw it early.
Starting.
If the rest of that was practice, I mean, he passed.
This is his 4th match already. And the Division I players, they play 10 matches compared to every other division that only plays 5. So again, these Division I players have double the opportunity and a lot more court time to get familiar and figure out the strategy. But look, it's simple. Right side, drop shot. Left side, 2-wall. And it makes you cover the entire width and length of this court. And you know, everyone knows the game plan. It's just really hard to stop him when the shots are working.
Playing with a high degree of confidence. And Andrew, I have a question for you, and it's from left field, and I admit that in advance. Okay.
All right.
So there's a conversation going on in our little Jai-Alai world, but it's not for public consumption yet. But I am curious about one thing. Are you familiar with the Star Wars, universe?
You know, that's hit and miss. I haven't really watched. I've watched a few of them. I think I watched one of the later ones that came out.
So just out of curiosity, is there a Star Wars character that you believe represents Andrew Bleckman that you identify with? Don't have to answer me now. You can.
That's interesting. Okay.
No, there is this interesting question that's been floating around there.
I haven't seen that one. Maybe I got to check it out. I got to get some new sources, maybe.
That guy right there, who you're looking at, we'll keep that for the end of the season. Someone had a very good read on him. I thought it was very interesting. And I've seen like 2 Star Wars movies back in the 70s.
Yeah, no, not all 2. Right. Well, check it out, Stu. That sounds interesting. But Douglas has just been playing great, and you know he's always had success in singles. You know, sometimes in doubles with the partnerships and who he's been paired off with, hasn't had some great teams, but always in singles, he's a threat, and everyone knows that in Division I. Just a great player, and you know, still young, still adjusting to this court. You know, you got to remember this is Douglas. He started at Magic City in his Jai-Alai career. I mean, that was the first place he ever played. He doesn't have a ton of experience out on a court like this, so I mean, he's got a lot more potential to just get even better and better. Second set, Manu ready to serve and get things started.
Manu serves. Second set begins. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote 2-all. Douglas stays with it. Tries to get another drop shot.
Oh,
he got the drop shot. Manu had assessed on it. That ball just tipped. Douglas gets the first point of the second set and the serve.
Oh, I think Douglas got a big break that time. I mean, Manu was able to read this drop shot. You see how he takes off before? Douglas isn't really looking. And I think that's just kind of a mistake on his part, because if he takes a peek and sees Manu goes up, he just floats that ball over his head and the point's done. Really gave Manu the best chance he could to stay in the point. Still, just a lot of spin.
That ball crosses the wall on the serve and scores. 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
And the serve is kind of completing this arsenal of kill shots for Douglas. He hasn't been much of a threat throughout his career, but with his big bounce, puts it right on the wall. It's going to trip some guys up.
Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Headed for the corner. Douglas cuts it off. Backhand from the 10. This one coming out. Big bounce brought down by Douglas. Douglas puts it inside. It scores. 3 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He serves.
And if you can throw the costado effectively in singles, you have so many options. You can throw it high to pass like that. You can throw the 2-all straight outside. You can throw the drop shot. it's just really hard to be comfortable if you're the opponent. And when Douglas is executing like this, it just makes it frustrating.
Manu on the backhand, hard to the inside. Rabote coming out. Rabote forehand by Douglas, played to pass. Manu cuts it off at the 9. Rabote, that rebound off the back wall. Douglas plays another one to pass. This one does. Douglas takes this on the bounce. 2-wall to score. 4 points for Douglas in the second set. He serves.
Seemingly got it on autopilot right now. I mean, Costado, 2-wall, repeat. Costado, repeat. I mean, over and over, and the result's been the same. 4-0 to begin set 2. Look for Manu to maybe throw something to try to counter early in one of these points. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's perfect.
Backhand 2-all lands in and scores. Manu's on the board with a point and the serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah,
He's the only one so far that's had success with that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The Guillermina.
Backhand 2-wall, or the stew wall as it's known here. That scores.
There's backhand by Douglas. Powerful forehand. What a scoop by Douglas.
Yeah, he's not going to get
Inside placement scores. That's 5 points for Douglas. Warriors here in the second set. This is possible match point.
And with how sharply the 2-wall opens, you know, Douglas goes back to the inside here. Manu has so much respect for it, but look at that space to the inside, too. Once it gets by, Rabote's not going to be there.
Powerful backhand by Manu, wall-to-wall from the left side. Rabote forehand fired by Douglas, wall-to-wall. Manu winding up. The 2-wall lands just wide. Point set and match for Douglas, taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-1.
And the Warriors keep the game day alive with a chance to end it in a tie coming up next. They will send out Alex and Bueno to take on Jairo and Bradley. It's just about 2 minutes away.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
We're joined by Douglas of the Warriors, winner of that last singles match. Douglas, it's been a great start for you in singles, 3-1 out here at Jam Arena. What have you learned about this court in your few matches that has really helped you kind of take your singles game to another level this season?
Yeah, I think this ball and this court definitely helps my singles game. I play a lot of right side rebote, and in singles the most important thing to do is pass. And so if I can take my right side rebote and pass and then set myself up to throw a shot, that's been the idea, and it's been working, so I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah, and you've played Manu, I mean, throughout your battle court career. You both have been in Division I singles. What makes him such a tough competitor?
Yeah, I think historically he's been like my toughest opponent, especially mentally. He catches everything, and he puts you on defense the entire time. So if you're kind of forced to make like a defensive throw into an offensive throw, and it's not easy. But I think today I did a good job of that, and hopefully that'll continue.
Well, whatever you're doing mentally, write down on a piece of paper and hand it to me, because whatever it is, I need it.
Thank you,
Douglas. Well, big win there, and he gave her team a chance in this last match. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was thinking it too. Hey, I'll take it. Whatever I can get, Stu. All right, Division IV doubles to close out the game day here. If the Warriors win it, it'll end in a tie. Alex and Bueno with a chance. They'll take on Jairo and Bradley. Two of the better teams so far in Division 4 doubles. Jairo and Bradley, they're 2-1. Alex and Bueno, well, they're 3-1. This is the first of 2 meetings between these teams in the regular season. Jairo and Bradley had an opening loss to Echeverry and Kubala in straight sets. From that point on, they've been perfect, including a 3-set win over Iturbide and Robin. And on the flip side for Alex and Bueno, same story for them. They lost their first match of the season back on February 10th against Iturbide and Robin late in the 3rd set. And then they've won 3 in a row since that point. All matches for Alex and Bueno have gone into a 3rd set. Division 4 has been very competitive. Some great front quarters up there and some good backcourt support behind them. This should be another fun one to end the game day.
You're ready to begin the final match of the game day. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves, we begin. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. First point goes to Alex and Bueno of the Warriors.
Well, I'm interested to see how Jairo comes out in this match. He had a very shaky ending to his first match of the day and dropped, 5 of the 6 balls in set 3 of that first match. So we'll see how he responds. And Bradley played great in Division 6, but a little bit tougher here against Alex and Bueno.
Beautiful catch by Bradley down low. Bueno comes cross court, backhand to the inside. A second point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Yeah, that ball sailing into the backcourt, and Bradley crouched down as the ball was a couple feet from his face. That's dangerous, but he's done that throughout his career, so as long as he knows it's not going to hit him.
Rebote left side, takes off, and scores. A third point for Alex and Bueno. Alex serves.
Yeah, that's exactly what Alex wants. He got it high into the backcourt and had that ball touch the floor, forcing Bradley to scoop. That's where you want to see him play those balls.
Jairo picks this serve. Here's the backhand. Rebote left side by Alex. Bradley on the catch. Bueno in the backcourt. Here's Jairo midcourt, backhand. Rebote forehand by Alex. Jairo powerfully from the right side. Bueno, great catch at the 10 line. Ball tipped. Fourth point for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves. See Jairo moving back like that.
Blind catch overhead. Very difficult to line everything up there. Oh.
That ball goes off the frame of Bradley. A 5th point for Alex and Bueno. Possible set point.
And this is where the catch rate becomes a little more important. I think as the division rank goes up, catch rate becomes more important. Division 6, not as long of rallies, just wind it up and throw it hard. And maybe your opponent will miss it here. Bradley's got to stand in for some long rallies and just make these catches.
Catch by Jairo. Powerful forehand follows. Bueno reaching out, makes a difficult catch, keeps it high. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Alex playing deep from the 8 line on the right side. High and hard of the backcourt. Bradley's there, wall to wall from the forehand. Alex is on it, inside. It scores. Point. And set to Alex and Bueno. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Yeah, it did. 6-0 too. Straight points. Alex and Bueno take that first set. And again, not a great sign how Jairo finished off his first match, coming out a little bit flat here to close out the day. And, Bradley too, he played so well in a winning effort. And even he, a couple misses to start things off. But that's the beauty of battle courts, Stu. You can just forget about what happened in the first set. If you lose 6-0, you just come back, win the next 2, and hey, you win the match and tie up, potentially win the game day for the Cyclones. But these Warriors in position to tie the game day with a win.
And that's exactly what you're going to tell the announcer who you're about to train.
Is it official?
Has to be. I made a boo-boo, a big one. A ball that cleanly hit the front wall. I suggested hit the pad.
I remember there was one instance where that happened.
To you?
Not to you, to me. There was last year. So, look, Stu, I know your expectations are high. Division I announcer, but I think you just got to cut yourself some slack. You know, that's what I always say.
Look, I'm not facing Robote Analytics. I'm just not when it comes to their announcing scheme. Look at Inaki make this catch.
And they're going to show Stu's
friends
faux
in
paw
the booth
again.
Upstairs. There are so many words
right in the
that
middle
come
of
to
the
mind
pad,
that
huh?
really would get someone else to make the decision where I'm concerned, but can't use them right now.
That's quite the bounce off the pad there, Stu.
I mean, individually, I love them all. And I know that Adam's sitting up there. I know he had nothing to do with it. Brian's kind of new. Andres, beautiful. I love it. I love the humor. Here we have it in repetition.
I don't know.
Yeah, that definitely is.
I think we should start reviewing the pad. You know?
No.
Would have been a quick review. Second set ready to get started here. Jairo and Bradley got the serve. They got to get back on track here quickly. Alex has a habit of doing that. I mean, he's such a great player, and he's got so much power that he ends sets quickly when he's on. Set 2. See how it goes.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
There's that faint whistle again. If I overnight one,
Forehand by Bueno to the inside. Alex makes the catch on the forehand. Bragley makes the catch. Rotate for Alex. Jairo has it. Skip by Bueno. Bragley from the 9 line. Bueno's there. Great grab by Bragley. Powerful backhand follows. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Alex is on it. Alex to the inside. Bragley forehand.
Close.
Bragley on the backhand, right up the middle. Bueno steps up to make the play.
Jairo a little tentative, too. I mean, that's a ball he usually goes for, whether he catches it or not, and at the last second, pulled out.
Bueno down low, comes up with the ball. Bragley now from the 9 line, powerfully. Alex on the catch. Here's the backhand. Bueno to the outside. Jairo picks it up on the bounce. Backhand from 7 line. Bueno's there. Jairo mid-court. Backhand from the 7. Bueno to the inside, a little lower. Jairo's there. Backhand again from the 7. Rotate forehand by Alex. Jairo back to the 8 line to make the play. That ball is in and out of the cesta. Jairo gets the point with Bragley.
It's also a good point to get right there. It was a very long rally. After struggling just simply catching the ball in the first set, that was a good one to get some confidence and also put a point up on the board. See if it takes the Cyclones through this second set. But Jairo usually way more aggressive than he started off this match. We'll see if he gets increasingly more aggressive with his positioning mostly the rest of the way.
Here's Jairo on the backhand. Caught in the air by Bueno. Powerful forehand by Bragley. Alex makes a save. Blind on the forehand. Jairo. Hard to the inside. Bueno comes up with a clutch catch.
I tell you, he's reading the ball so well.
Very well.
Off the sidewall, he hasn't let the ball touch the floor really once today.
Positioning's impeccable. Jairo backs up to the 8 line to make the play. Here's the backhand. Bueno's there. Rebote forehand. Caught in the air by Jairo. Tough pickup by Bueno on the left side. That's beautifully caught. Equally good catch by Bragley. Low and hard and caught by Alex. Bragley on the forehand. Straight to the corner. Bueno lets it pass. It comes out. Alex. 2-all. Stopped by Jairo on the wood. That ball's tipped. Well played by all 4 players. Jairo and Bragley get the point for the Cyclones.
Well, after a long rally, Alex finally decides to shoot something. It's a 2-all off the rebote. Kind of ate him up, so that was his best shot opportunity. And leaves his backcourt very, very vulnerable there. I mean, it's a big bouncer kicking up in the corner. Bueno's made some tough catches, but that may have been the best one of them all. 2-0 lead here for the Cyclones. And expect some more long rallies. If anyone's going to set the pace and push it, it's got to be Alex up in the front.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Bueno takes it off the wall. Behind the 9. Bragley way up high. Late. Powerful forehand. Rebote. The rebound off the back wall played by Alex. Jairo has it on the bounce. Sends it deep. Bueno takes it off the wall.
Alex ducking this time. Those forehands have been close.
Here's the backhand by Bueno. Jairo now at the side wall. Backhand from the 7 line. Bueno stops it from hitting the back wall. Jairo midcourt. Alex on the forehand. Lower and harder. Picked up on the bounce by Bueno. Bueno comes over the top. Jairo moves in at the 6 line. Sends it deep. Bueno's there. It's a point for Alex and Bueno, the Warriors. Alex serves.
Boy, I would have taken a big bet that Alex was going to be the one to throw the next kill shot. Jairo going with a soft cortada and way more of a drop shot. I mean, something we don't really ever see him throw, and cost him the point.
Powerful serve by Alex. Big right side by Bragley. Caught by Bueno. Bragley in the corner. Big backhand. Oh, here's Alex at the 9, actually behind the 9 line. Great catch. Rebote forehand. This ball's in play. Alex moving in on the run.
Yeah, well, Well done.
Check scores the outside. 2 points for Alex and Bueno of the Warriors. Alex serves.
Well, Alex is really the only guy that has gone to the 3-wall out on this court. I mean, he's scored, he's number 1. He's scored 2 of them, and that's a third right there. And, I mean, not many other people that really have more than 1. High to the outside, hits the front wall, the side wall, gets over the players' heads, and has in the corner.
Fault, underserve, second serve, must be good. Alex, deep in the backcourt, powerful backhand. Bragley makes the catch at the 8. Bueno now from the 9 line. Alex playing deep again, backhand along the wall the whole way, beautifully thrown. That ball dying and scoring. 3 points for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
You know, look, I've been practicing a little bit out there too, and sometimes that ball, particularly when you get a little more wrist involved, the ball will just hit the floor and just stop, and it won't really move forward. I mean, it's so hard to read, and that ball just, I mean, it really dies more than you can even illustrate. I mean, it just does not move forward. I wish we had a camera from the side angle, like the crowd view, and you can really see that ball maybe moved a foot forward after it reached its apex. Hard to fault Alex that time.
Bragley up high, makes the catch. Powerful forehand. To the corner, out to the rebote. Alex is on it. Off the tip of Jairo's cesta, the ball goes. We're tied up, 3-3. Alex serves for the Warriors.
Get a 2-wall rebote attempt. I mean, maybe not going for it there, but that's how it acted. I mean, it's coming to Jairo on the bounce, and boy, another uncharacteristic miss.
Jairo picks the serve, drops it inside. It scores. Well thrown. 4 points for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones.
But gets it right back after picking the serve and throwing the costado to the inside. Rare that you see that from Jairo, but you can imagine that he was motivated to make up for it and pick this serve. Inside placement. You see Bueno's got a chance, but it's close to the wall.
Bueno from the right side, playing it higher. 4-4 is the score. Alex serves.
That's one that they just have to talk, and they'll figure out. I mean, that bounces right in front of Bradley. He doesn't hear Jairo, who's set up for the rebote, so he goes for it. Yeah, that'll just take time as they figure out playing together with more matches.
Alex is calling for the rebote. Puts it inside. Here's Bragley from the forehand. Alex makes the catch. Jairo has it on the backhand. Bueno in the corner. Tough catch. Alex from the 7 line. Big right side by Bragley. Rebote coming out right up the middle. Alex has got it. Puts it back inside, crossing the wall. Almost. Bragley stops it. To the outside, that backhand goes. Alex is on it. Fires it. Oh, what a catch by Bragley. Low and hard. Alex with a one-handed grab coming cross court. Bragley with a one-handed grab. Backhand. Here's Bueno from the forehand to the backcourt. Cut off by Jairo at the 8. That's a beautiful catch by Bragley. Off the bounce. Alex pulls that from the side wall. Alex on the catch. Long and hard, low. Bragley makes the stop. And sidearm carom lands in and scores. Well done. A 5th point for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Bradley coming in from the backcourt, throwing a 2-all. Kept it low, just above the pad, and well, Alex was there but couldn't get to that one. Take another look here. I mean, the great catching to keep him alive in this rally, and then sends a 2-all. It's low, and it stays low the whole way.
Jairo from the 7. Alex calls for the rebote. Plays it inside. Here's Jairo. Outside placement. Alex with the scoop. Caro will score. We're at 5-5 here in the second set. So it's a possible match point for Alex and Bueno. Possible set point for Jairo and Bradley.
Well, that's just well played and well scouted by Alex. He knows Jairo's got a lead. He likes to go to the outside placement to try to finish off these sets, but look who's standing right there. 5-5. Oh, and that's
that backhand took off, hit the overhead screen, point set, and a hard-fought match for Alex and Bueno, winning it in straight sets, 6-0, 6-5.
And both teams getting half a point because today's game day ends in a 3-3 tie. We'll hear from our winners, Alex and Bueno, in just a few moments.
Real money games are live in Florida.
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 Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Real money games!
Now let's take a look at that game day score here before we depart. And there you see 3-3 tie, Warriors and Cyclones. We're joined by our winners over in the cage, Alex and Bueno here. Congratulations, guys, securing that half point for your team. Alex, 2 wins against Jairo. What was the key for both of those matchups to get your team some points?
The key, being patient, a lot of patience and hard work. Try pass to Jairo. And in this match and in the other match, when I have the kill shot throw, and be constant and hard work.
Awesome, Alex. And Bueno, for you, I mean, transitioning to the backcourt out on this court, you've looked just so comfortable back there, playing with Alex, getting the win today. What was it like stepping out there with the game day on the line?
It felt good, man. Alex is a great partner, man. He makes it easy for me. I mean, coming off of the 2 matches earlier, kind of like made a couple unforced errors, But Dougie brought us back in the game with the singles against Manu, and then coming out here with Alex, it felt good to get the tie.
Awesome, guys. Great team effort today, and congratulations. Half a point. You're moving up. Thank you. Let's take a look at those standings here before we depart. And there you see Warriors in their 6 game days, 2 points, just 1 point outside of the top 4. You see the Devils and Renegades tied for that final playoff spot right now. And then you got the Chargers and Cyclones up at the top. So the Cyclones do regain the top spot with that half point. That's going to do it for us today. Remember, we're back in action tomorrow night, 3 p.m. Eastern time for some more highlight. We'll see you then.